All right, so today we're going to look at more information about triangles. I'm just calling it triangles part 2. All right, so write this down. Angle measures, okay? Okay, so like we talked about yesterday, there are 3 angles in a triangle. That makes sense. And here's something. In a triangle, okay, all the angles on the inside have to add up to 180 degrees, okay? So all angles add up to 180 degrees. So today, what we're going to focus on is what if we have 2 of the angles? Can we find the third angle? Right? In math in general, you have all the information you need except for the one thing, right? And you use that to find that one thing. So all the information you have, use it to find the thing that you're missing. All right, so let's go ahead and just do some problems here. Let's say you have a triangle that looks like this. Okay, so our job is to find x. Okay, our job is to find x. So let's do this one together, and then I'll give you some more examples to do kind of on your own. All right, so again, all the angles have to add up to 180 degrees. Okay, so first of all, remember there's 3 angles, right? We have one that's 50, so there's 50. And then don't forget about this one. Remember, this one is 90, right? It's a right angle, so I know the number isn't there, but that's what makes it a little bit tricky. So we have 50 and we have 90 so far, and then we have x. So what I can say is this. I can say that x plus 90 plus 50 is equal to 180, right? If I add all 3 together, I get 180. Now, you could just say, well, Mr. Leon, can I just subtract the ones that are, I'm going to take that are already there? Yeah, that's basically what you're going to do, right? So I'm just going to show you kind of in equation form. You don't actually have to do it this way, but this is how you do it in equation form, right? So then you say, okay, well, let's simplify this a little bit. 90 plus 50 is 140. So x plus 140 is equal to 180. And then you can go ahead and solve this. So let's go ahead and solve this one right here, right? Draw a nice line, draw lines here. Okay, we can say this means subtract 40 on both sides. And that means that x is equal to 40 degrees. Makes sense, right? So this one is, again, this right here, then we know is 40, which makes sense. 40 plus 50 plus 90 is 180, right? All 3 angles have to come together to make 180. All right, let's have you guys try one. All right, let's say we had an angle. Oh, sorry. And really quick, what kind of triangle is this? Let's go back and go into yesterday's. Let's give remember, first name and last name. So you got to do it by its angles and its sides. So what kind of triangle is this on letter A? It's a what kind of triangle? Look at the angles, look at the sides. All right. Remember both. I want both names, right? Okay. In the chat, I'm getting isosceles and I'm getting scalene. So first of all, everyone's correct in saying that it is a right triangle. Now, is this isosceles or is it scalene? Well, think about it. We have 3 different angle measures, right? We have 90, 50, and 40. And if you have 3 different angle measures, then you're going to have 3 different sides. All right, that's something we didn't emphasize yesterday, but if the sides are the same, then you're going to have similar angles as well. So this one is going to be a right scalene. Okay, different angles, different sides. Or it's a good way to kind of remember it. Okay, so here we go. Let's move on. Let's do another one right here. Letter B. Okay, let's just say this one is 80 degrees, and let's say this is 35 degrees, and this is Y. Okay, can you find Y for me, please? Okay, good job, Jenny. All right, good job, Nee. All right, anyone else able to find what Y is equal to? All right, so okay, yeah, good job, Jeffrey. All right, so here we go. Remember, Y plus 80 plus 35 has to equal 180 degrees, right? Add everything up. Okay, so these two together make 115. Now, if you want to do it another way, if you'd rather do it like I'm gonna do it, Mr. Leon, I just want to do like 180 minus 80 and then minus 35. Like you could do it that way too. That's fine. Or you can do it with the equation. You can say, well, I'm gonna minus 115 here, and I'm gonna get y is equal to 65. Either way, same thing. Okay. All right, good. Y is equal to 65. Good job. What kind of triangle is this? All right. All the angles, 80, 35, and now 65, they are all acute, and none of them are the same, which means it is scalene. Not too bad. Let's do maybe one or two more. Okay. Okay. How about this one? Okay. Can you find W, please? Yep. Good job. Yeah. Good job so far. Those in the chat. Let's get some more just responses just to make sure that you guys got it. All right. Anyone else? Yep. Good job. Okay. Same thing, right? W plus 62 plus 62 has to equal 180. This is what these two together is 124. So W plus 124 equals 180. Subtract 124 from both sides. You should get W is equal to 56. Very good. And what kind of triangle is this? Yeah, very good. So you guys are putting that in chat. This is an acute isosceles because two of the sides are the same. How do I know? Because of these marks here, and also because the angles are the same. So that's what you have to do. Now, the way that these problems get harder is that you're missing more pieces of information. So if you think about it, actually, the one that I started with you was a little bit tougher. Letter A, I didn't give you the 90. I just gave you the box. And so you have to remember, oh, the box means 90. That's like the next level. That's where it gets a little bit harder. Or if it's isosceles, maybe I don't give you one of these angles. And you think, well, right? And you have to think, well, actually, do I know that other angle? Well, again, if you know it's isosceles, that means that you know that this angle has to be the same as this angle, right? So that's kind of how they make things a little bit harder. Okay. One more thing that you're going to see on your homework is it in kind of word problem form. So instead of giving you a triangle, they'll just give you words, right? And my advice to you is draw the triangle. That sometimes helps a lot. So for example, this might be the problem. So let's just say a triangle has angles measuring, let's say 108 degrees and 26 degrees. What is the third angle? Okay. So this is the kind of problems you're going to see on the IXL, something kind of like this. Can you guys figure this out? You guys write that down and then figure it out. So a triangle has angles measuring 100 degrees and 26 degrees. What is the measure of the third angle? I'll give you guys a second to figure that out. All right, very good. You guys are way on top of it. Okay. So if you want to draw it out, you can, but you don't have to. You could just say, well, all right, well, here we go again, Mr. Leong. Let's say the third angle, we'll just give it as x. And again, you don't have to do it this way. Some of you might have just subtracted. So here we go. So you just say, all right, well, this two together make 134. Minus 134, minus 134. X is equal to 46. Right? Very good. Right? If you wanted, I mean, again, you could have done it without all this equation stuff if you really wanted, and just say, Mr. Leong, I prefer just do 180 minus 108, which is 72, and then subtract 26 from that, and get 46. That's fine too. Like whatever kind of works for you in that way, just you can go for it. Okay. So that's the big thing. Again, if you understand the idea that all the angles have to add up to 180, then you'll be fine. Some of the harder problems on the homework give you less information, or you think they give you less, but they really give you everything that you need. Okay. You might have to understand just what right means or isosceles means to get those. Okay. So again, that's all you're doing is just, again, all the angles have to add up to 180 degrees. So if you're missing one of the angles, you can figure out what the other two are and just subtract away. All right? And that's it.